stretch qualifier, top of the stretch, Isabella's Bliss, Victonian Rocket, and Glenview Natalie. They're off, and as they leave the gate, Victonian Rocket away quickly, grabs the early lead with Glenview Natalie on the outside. Second in at the rail, third, Isabella's Bliss. They head by the opening eighth, racing into the backstretch for the first time. Qualifiers heading on to the opening quarter with Victonian Rocket out there leading it by some 6-7 lengths. Back second, Isabella's Bliss, and now trotting the field, that is Glenview Natalie. Make their way past the opening panel. Victonian Rocket still out there by 6-7 lengths. Gapped out Isabel Bliss, pacing along in 2, and Glenview Natalie is the third one. They continue on past the 3/8 as they continue off the top turn. They were past that opening quarter in 30 1/5 second. They continue on into the stretch now as they approach the half. Up front, Victonian Rocket continues to set the tempo. Well back second is Isabella's Bliss, and Glenview Natalie is pacing in 3. Continuing into the lower turn, they head now to the 5/8. No change in positions. Victonian Rocket still in command as they head into the backstretch. Final time, Victonian Rocket had them past the halfway point in 1 minute and 3/5 seconds. Victonian Rocket heads them on to 3/4. Isabella's Bliss well back there in second, and gapping out now at the back is Glenview Natalie. They arrive at 3/4. Victonian Rocket stepping it up. 1:30.1 was the 3/4 mile mark. Then back to Isabella's Bliss and Glenview Natalie. Less than an eighth to come now for Victonian Rocket as he moves off the top turn and straightens out for the stretch drive. Victonian Rocket well in hand. Isabella's Bliss to the outside, third, Glenview Natalie. The qualifier, Victonian Rocket takes it. Isabella's Bliss finishing second, Glenview Natalie third.